Dominic, now there have been some claims to suggest that there are cell phone charges which are actually concealed. How accurate are these allegations?
Well, we're talking about subscription services where there's been a lot of controversy, particularly amongst people who are new to using smartphones, new to using the internet. And certainly there are a lot of service providers out there who are not playing the game, who are dressing these things up as something else and trying to trick people into subscribing to them. Yeah. That is a reasonably small percentage of the service providers. These guys are called WASPs, or wireless application service providers. The vast majority are acting in accordance with the rules which have been laid out by the industry regulator, which is a body called WASPA, the Wireless Application Service Providers Association. Mm-hmm. But certainly there seems to be a growing problem where people are looking at their bills at the end of the month and getting what is referred to as bill shock, because suddenly they're finding that there are all of these charges, deductions of R5 or R7 or even up to R20 a day, which are being taken without them being aware of it. And Leanne, at this stage, I think maybe it would be useful if people who are watching and who believe that they have a problem in this regard could just make sure that they've got their mobile handset with them. Mm-hmm. And then if there's time a little later, we can just run through what they can do to empower themselves to make sure that they don't have any of these services taking their money.
Okay, well, we don't have time later, so let's do it right now. What do we do? I mean, I'm holding my cell phone. Okay. I don't even know. Tell me.
So, depends, and really, there are lots of ways to sort this out. The mobile networks are aware that there's a problem. They have created this body, WASPA, which has a code of conduct and all sorts of rules which apply to these and other kinds of services which you get over your mobile network. Yeah. But the key thing here is that as you sit there, if you're a Vodacom subscriber, if you enter into your phone if you're a Vodacom subscriber, my apologies, if you SMS stop all to 30333,
so I must SMS
then that
stop
will stop all of these services. So really? SMS stop all to 30333. 30333. If you're an MTN subscriber, then type the following into your phone: *141 *5#.
*5#.
And that will send a command through to MTN, which will then respond to you to tell you if any of these subscription services are active. Yeah. If you're on Cell C, then it's *133 *1#. Mm-hmm. And if it's Telkom Mobile, they've really only very recently started allowing these kind of services over their network. So there you need to just contact their call center, which is 081 180. 180. And if you send those USSD commands, those letters through, or stop all to Vodacom, you should get a response immediately, which will either tell you that there are no subscription services, or will tell you that there are, and will tell you what the steps are to block all of those services in future.
So that number,
certainly,
that number you gave me, if I can just interrupt you, that 30333, is that just for Vodacom, or is that the number that you? That's just Vodacom?
Just for Vodacom.
Okay, MTN, what's the... Oh, so then I just put, for MTN, I just put that in, and I send that request through.
So *141 *5#,
and then *133 *1 # for Cell C, and then for Telkom, it's 081 180. You phone the call center and they will assist you.
You've got to actually call in there and deal with it.
Okay, because this is, we've run out of time, but I think that this is the most important thing, is that we actually do this. I've done it, so let's see if I'm subscribed to anything. Is it our fault? I mean, do we actually subscribe, or is it... does it actually just happen that you get these mischievous subscriptions out there that just jump onto a number?
I think there are all kinds of things. One, look, there aren't mischievous subscriptions that just jump onto your number, because the networks have all set out what is called a double opt-in. So if you're exposed to the service, you sign up to that service, it goes first to the network, which will then send you another verification code which you have to enter. All right. So it's very difficult to do this accidentally. Having said that, we're not always in charge of our cell phones, so we have children in the house who may be using them for things, and there it's probably a good idea to look at blocking all of these services so that you cannot actually subscribe to them. Yeah. And then you get people who are really out there to try and confuse you. So they tell you that you're entering a competition and you must SMS this code to this And once you do that, you suddenly find that you are subscribed to a service at 5 or 7 or 10 rand a day.
Sure.
And in that instance, the correct thing to do as a consumer is to approach WASPA, which is the Wireless Application Service Providers Association. And
Yeah.
if I can just put their numbers in, that is 011 476
Yeah.
7710.
7710.
Or you can go to www.waspa.org.za or send an email to complaints@waspa.
All
And
right.
that's a very reactive consumer body in terms of they will help you to unsubscribe, and if merited, they will help you to get a refund in terms of the subscriptions
Okay.
which have been taken off.
All right, Dominic, thank you so much for talking to us. Thank you for this valuable information. Dominic Cull is an electronic specialist from Ellipsis Regulatory Services, and that's exactly what you need to do to try and stop these illegal subscriptions. All right, let's take a break. We'll see you after this. Stay tuned.